10, 9, 8,
8, 7, RS-25 engines lit. 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition. And liftoff. Artemis II now bound for the moon. Humanity's next great voyage begins.
Idę wolno, bo pośpiech tu jebie człowiekiem. Cisza mówi więcej niż 1000 pustych pierdół. Nie chcę blasku, co sypięcy się przy pierwszym deszczu. Widzę ruchy ludzi, zanim padnie pierwszy gest. Nie pytaj czemu milczę, czasem milczenie jest kuresko. Prawdziwe tu prawda nie krzyczy, ona siedzi obok mnie. Pierdolona, spokojna. Nie muszę pierdolić głośno, żeby było mnie słychać. Ciężar w moich słowach, nie w liczbach i cyfrach. Każdy niesie swoje, ja niosę to spokojnie. Zimna noc uczy więcej niż słońce po wojnie. Nie muszę pierdolić głośno, żeby było mnie słychać. Ciężar w moich słowach, nie w liczbach i cyfrach. Każdy niesie swoje, ja niosę to spokojnie. Zimna noc uczy więcej niż słońce po wojnie. Światło z okien, każdy pierdoli tu swoją rolę. Jedni chcą uciec, inni toną w kontroli. Znam smak presji, znam smak ciszy. Czasem lepiej widzieć wszystko i nic nie napisać. Nie mam mapy, ale znam kierunek. To nie sprint, raczej długi dystans. Rozumiesz? Nie sprzedaję snów, nie kupuję kłamstw. Idę prosto nawet jeśli droga ma smak straty. Gustaw! Nie muszę mówić głośno, żeby było mnie słychać. Ciężar w moich słowach, nie w liczbach i cyfrach. Każdy niesie swoje, ja niosę to spokojnie. Zimna noc uczy więcej niż słońce po wojnie. Nie muszę mówić głośno, żeby było mnie słychać. Ciężar w moich słowach, nie w liczbach i cyfrach. Każdy niesie swoje, ja niosę to spokojnie. Zimna noc uczy więcej niż słońce po wojnie. Zostawiam ślady tam, gdzie inni robią hałas. Wszystko musi błyszczeć, żeby miało sens i czas.
I can't even tell you how many cheers were there on the ground. I was there watching you all lift off from the Kennedy Space Center, and everyone was so excited, so happy, and that was just incredible. Jeremy, I know this is your first time in space, and you're surrounded by all of these space vets. What's it been like for you that this is your first mission there?
Amount of disbelief for me is just so extraordinary. I just kept saying to them yesterday, like, I really like it up here. I wish I could have got here sooner. It's just such a tremendous place to be. The views are extraordinary. It's really fun to be floating around, and it just makes me feel like a little kid.
I heard that there was a little bit of an issue with the toilet. Which one of you was the plumber?
I'll take that one. I'm the space plumber. I'm proud to call myself the space plumber. I like to say that it is probably the most important piece of equipment on board. So we were all breathing a sigh of relief when it turned out to be just fine. It was just an issue, I think, of sitting for a long time and needing a little time to warm up, a priming issue. But we did originally think that there could have been potentially something fouling up the motor, and luckily we are all systems go.
Oh, well, I'm sure I could see the faces right there. Y'all are very happy about that. I see that you're very cozy in there. It's tight quarters, but it was also a little chilly, I heard.
It is quite cold, and yeah, we're wishing we had the lower temperature sleeping bags with us. But right before this PAO event started, I pulled my knit cap off, and I'm ready to put it back on. But Houston's been working with us to change fan speeds and temperature set points, and we've actually been able to warm it up a lot better in the last half a day or so. Our last nap before TLI, we got a lot more comfortable.
Well, that's a really interesting question. How is it that you take a nap in there? What does sleeping even look like?
Well, let's see. So we've been off the planet for, what, about 30 hours now, and we've had 2 very short naps. We actually just gathered for our first meal together in space. That is how busy we have been the last day and a half. It has been really an amazing beginning flight plan. But sleeping here is it's actually sort of comical. Christina has been sleeping heads down in the middle of the vehicle, kind of like a bat suspended from our docking tunnel. Victor's been up where Jeremy is right now. He's got a nice little nook wedged in there. And then Jeremy has been stretched out on seat 1, and I've been sleeping under the displays just in case anything goes wrong. It's more comfortable than you would think, and it's nice to sleep in weightlessness again. Every time I was dozing off last night, I had that image that I was tripping off a curb and I was waking myself up. So my body's getting reacclimated. It's been a few years since I've been up here.
I've heard it's the best sleep up in space. Do you feel the weight of history knowing that you're going to be traveling farther than any other human?
You know, it's a remarkable thing. You would think it would be weighty, but we just feel like we're lifted up by the team that supports us, and you just sort of execute the plan. A lot of people telling us how to work this and manage this vehicle, and a lot of great training, and you just kind of go step by step, which I think is pretty remarkable what this team can do, and it really highlights their excellence. And I think I just want to add, we just got done our translunar injection burn, and it was pretty tense moments there. For a second, and when we got done that burn, we just kind of looked at each other as a crew. We had been to the moon before in 1968 through 1972. It's been a long time since we've been back. And I got to tell you, there is nothing normal about this. Sending 4 humans 250,000 miles away is a Herculean effort, and we are now just realizing the gravity of that.
Yeah, nothing normal about this. What are you most excited about once you get to the moon?
Having just experienced incredible views of planet Earth and seeing the entire planet out the window in one pane, knowing that we're about to have some similar views of the moon in that same way is definitely getting me more excited for it. I knew that that is what we would see, but there's nothing that prepares you for the breathtaking aspect of seeing your home planet both lit up bright as day, and also the moon glow on it at night with the beautiful beam of the sunset, and knowing that we're going to get similar views of the moon. I'm really excited for that. And then of course heading home. Right now we're in our cruise phase outbound, but we'll be turning our sights back on our home planet shortly. Shorter probably, it's going to fly by, but we're just excited for both of those milestones.
As you all know, there is so much division at home right now. What is it that you're feeling? What message do you want to send to the American people about what you're seeing out that window?
Well, the first thing I would say is trust us. You look amazing. You look beautiful. And from up here, you also look like one thing. Homo sapiens is all of us, no matter where you're from or what you look like. We're all one people. And so, this mission, one of the things that's amazing about being around and just being an astronaut, serving our countries at this time, is that we get to give ourselves a mission that we can hold on to say, hey, look at what we did for the rest of our lives. We call amazing things that humans do moonshots for a reason, because this brought us together and showed us what we can do when we not just putting our differences aside, when we bring our differences together and use all the strengths to accomplish something great. And so this mission will give us one of those that we all can remember and hold on to for the rest of our days. And I hope people will tune in and give us a chance.
Integrity, what an honor to speak with you. Thank you so much.
9, 8, 7, RS-25 engines lit. 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition. And liftoff. The crew of Artemis II now bound for the moon. Humanity's next great voyage begins.
Good roll pitch.
Roger, roll pitch.
Houston, now controlling the plan.
Integrity.
Traffic 112. Aviation civil transport confirmed as